Shit. This bitch on, man. Squad. Man. Dog. Hey. Yes. Bro called him a bid, I'm working the phone. Niggas ball hard, so I'm working alone. I'm my own shooter, I just switch it in post. I'm the mailman, call me Borrow Malone. Bro called him a bid, I'm working the phone. Niggas ball hard, so I'm working alone. I'm my own shooter, I just switch it in post. I'm the mailman, call me Borrow Malone. That last play was foul, I'm running the zone. Don't let her take the slime, I'm ice on her.
What up, though? YouTube, it's your boy Brillo. We back in the building. Today we got Top Opps Season 2, Episode 1. Last year was called Opponents. A little rebrand, a little change up. We got Top Opps. Who will be the top op between Lmar and Omar? Let's get into it, man. This should be interesting. If you haven't noticed, I'm already in full subscriber-thon mode, pressing. This is the press tour. So this is your first time coming across the page, lock into the reel. You know the deal. Like and subscribe. You already know the vibe, man. Hit that sub button. This is the subscriber-thon. You know, it's going to start up in February, but it's a little early with it. I'm early with it. I'm pressing. The Marcus, what's good? We got a good one in store today. I'm trying to get this in before that football come out. Daria, what's good? What up, though? Jeremiah, what up, though? Let's get into it, man. Top Opps. We got Omar. And we got Lmar. First and foremost, let's get to it, man. So this is the rules for Top Opps. We got 5 categories. First category, we got press factor. How was they pressing in the streets? We all know that. How feared were they in the streets? Second category we got is, of course, intelligence, how smart they was. And then we going status. What status did they have out here? And, of course, our final 2 categories got to be the money and the power. So we got 5 categories: press factor, intelligence, status, the money, and the power. Who will be the top op for episode 1? Let's get into it. Before we break these characters down real quick, let's just talk about some of their similarities. And to be perfectly honest with you, these characters got a lot of similarities. A lot. Way more similarities than differences. Support Gaming, what up? Yeah, I'm definitely gearing up. So they got way more similarities than differences. First and foremost, each character is feared. Omar, I mean, come on. He don't even have to even pull the pistol out sometimes. He got people throwing the work. Whole Baltimore is shook by this dude. He don't even have to do much. He didn't put in so much work. And Lmar, come on, man. You know the beast name is ringing bells out here for decades in the city. Both very feared. Both characters are out for revenge. It didn't start this way for Omar, but once they killed the love of his life, you already know what time it was. And once Lmar got popped up, you already know what time it was with BMF. They are out for their revenge. Both characters, similarities. Let's get to it, man. Keep it going. They got more similarities. Killers with a soundtrack. What does that mean? That means that these dudes will kill you while singing a nice melody. As crazy as that sounds, by singing a nice melody. Now, Omar, he's gonna whistle at you. He's gonna whistle. When you hear that whistle, you know what time it is. People just start running in the streets when they hear that. When you hear that, you know the vibe. You know the vibe when you hear that whistle. Stop playing. You know the vibe when he get the. And with Lmar, do we even need to speak on it? Do we even need to speak on the rain? So they both killers with a soundtrack. They both will turn your water off while singing or humming a nice melody. And four, they both work best alone. Yeah, when Omar had partners, they usually got killed. And Lmar always worked alone. He did have 12th Street, but let's be real. They wasn't never really down for Lmar. They was just terrified. What up, Detroit Kings? I'm pressing. It's the press tour, my guy. Gearing up before subscriber-thon. And I'm trying to get this in before that football game. Shout out to Lay's Eagles. I know he on pins and needles over there. His Eagles got a chance to go to that Super Bowl. I wouldn't know nothing about it, man, being a Lion fan. I wouldn't know nothing about that feeling. Tell them Detroit Kings. But I'm happy for my brother. I hope the Eagles take it all because I know the Eagles take it all. Lays might go viral on the stream. This top ops. And also, new category. What do they have in common? Of course, they're both top ops, but we got a new Hall of Fame, and both of these characters are going to be top tier. We got the top op Hall of Fame coming soon, probably coming on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. We got the top op Hall of Fame, and let's get into some of the major differences between the two. All right, and pretty much the major differences that I had is Omar has a code, and Lmar definitely does not. I will preface this comparison by saying the show is built more on reality. So Lmar is gonna be doing some way more outlandish things than Omar, but that all comes back down to the code. Omar has a code and Lmar does not. That's the only difference that I'm seeing. Now let's get into it. Let's break down these characters. First, of course, we got okay. I don't even want to start with Lmar first. We're gonna start with Omar. Let's get the elephant out the room. I could not stand this man's character. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't stand this man's character, but I'm not gonna let that get in the way of me keeping it 100 on Brillo the Book Big Review. I couldn't stand him. I mean, because to me, he was delusional. You out here robbing drug dealers, and then you don't think it's going to come back on you. You don't think they're going to kill you for that. It's part of the game, man. So he was delusional, thought he could just rob drug dealers because he had this code. But definitely Omar was pressing. Let's just take a look at some of Omar's handiwork. I mean, you had the whole Baltimore drug game shook. Like I said, I mean, he had people literally throwing the workout because they didn't want to contend with this dude. Let's check out some of Omar's handiwork here on Top Ops Episode 1. Let's get into it.
Hey now. What the fuck?
Hey now. That's what I'm saying. Both very handy with it, very straightforward and feared. This man did not care. Let's look at some more Omar here. Breaking down. Let's just look.
Riddle me that. Yeah. You know what, yo?
Yep. Poor Savino. I mean, turned that boy water completely off. The one thing that, like I said, I did not care for Omar because to me, he just thought that, like, what did you think was going to happen? What exactly did you think was going to happen? You robbing all of these drug dealers throughout the city. But Omar was top op. Who's going with Omar? We got to talk about Lmar. Got to talk about the rain. Stop playing. Now let's look at some of Lamar's work. Now this is something right here. This is what separates him. Omar would never do something like this.
Okay, let her go.
Help! 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 Please help! 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 Please help!
I'm sorry, little man. I gotta catch for water.
Nah, because he has a code. He would never do nothing like this. Let's get into it. More of Lamar's work. Why you treat me so bad? Lamar, fool with it.
Fuck, man. Oh. This motherfucker. Oh!
Omar got killed. You say Omar was like Dre. Yeah, Omar did go in that courtroom. Let's not forget about that. He was a gangster and a snitch. Definitely a gangster and a snitch. Y'all are on it, man. Let's look at some of Lamar's recent work. And I had to stop it before he dropped the bag. Literally, I had to stop it before he dropped the bag. So let's get into it, man. Who is the top op for episode 1? Let's get into it. Top op for episode 1. Let's get to our categories here and let me know who you think wins this category. Of course, we got 5 categories. The first one being press factor. Who was pressing the most? I have to give this one to Omar. Omar had them boys in a blender, a straight up blender. Gotta give it to Omar. It was close to a tie. Who do y'all think is pressing the hardest? Lmar or Omar? Damn, I kind of want to change my pick. Right, happy feelings in the air. Press factor, I'm gonna have to change my pick now that I think about it. Press factor, I gotta get it to Lmar, even though it's close. Lmar is pressing multiple groups at the same time, and he is killing indiscriminately. I would definitely say he wins when it comes to press factor, even though we all know Omar is hard pressed. We already know. Now I gotta go with intelligence. Of course, let's go with Omar. Lmar haven't really shown. He's shown that he's smarter than we give him credit for, but Omar, I think, was definitely more intelligent than Lmar. Let's just keep it a buck. So right now we tied up. Lmar got press factor, and Omar got intelligence. Let's talk about status in the game. So Omar was basically just a stick-up kid. But Lmar ran the whole crew, ran the town, basically, you know what I'm saying, ran 12th Street and had a organization under him. Omar never reached that status, even though I don't think he was trying to. So I have to give status to Lmar. I got to give status to Lmar. He can say, my man Lmar all day. Lmar get intelligence over Omar? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to get that to Omar. So right now, press factor going to Lmar. Intelligence for me going to Omar. Status is going. Status, I say gotta go to it's a tough one. We had the biggest rep. I'm gonna say it's a tie. It's a tie for status. So press factor, Lmar. Intelligence, Omar. Status, tie. So right now it's tied up. And it's coming down, and it always come down to these two things, people. It's coming down to the money and the power. The money and the power. Who had more money? Say Lmar with status. Who had more money? I gotta go Lmar, because Omar was just even though he was robbing some big loads, but for me, he was living on the run. He really didn't. I'm gonna go Lmar for money. Omar was just robbing, scraping, nickel and diamond, so to speak. Lmar really was getting cheese in the dope game, so I'm gonna give him that. So Lamar's in the lead right now. Tie up. I got it as a tie for status. I got Omar being smarter. I got Lmar being press factor, and Lmar have more money. So who had the most power on the streets? And I gotta give it. I'm just gonna play the clip, and this is who I have as the top op. I'm just gonna play the clip.
Hey, let it go.
Help! 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 Please! Help! 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 Please! Help!
I'm sorry, little man. I gotta cut for water.
So even though The Wire is definitely more realistic, Omar did have superhero moments, supervillain moments. Remember, he jumped off the roof and Chris and Snoop was looking for him and he just disappeared, on some superhero stuff. But top op, I gotta give it to episode 1's winner, Lmar. Did I get it right? And another thing that played into factor was this. Lmar might have a dookie bag on, but let's just see. We don't know how it's going to end for Lmar. And Omar had 6 seasons. Lmar then had not even 2. Gotta factor that in. And I have to factor this in.
Let me get one of them too.
So shout out to the legend. Rest in peace.
Hey now.
What the fuck?
So let me ask you, did I get it right? I picked Lmar as the winner. DeMarcus agrees. He got Lmar with status and money. Tamika say, nah, Lmar loses points for me with yeah. I just put that as that's that major difference. Tamika, Omar would have never done that. He has a code. Lmar does not have a code at all. But I gotta give it to Lmar. Rip Omar, definitely. So what y'all think? Did I get this one right? And your winner is Lmar. Let me know if I got this right or if I'm tripping. Let me know in the comments. BB going with Lmar. Let me know in the comments, did I get this right? Definitely. Was y'all shocked as all hell how it ended for Omar?
Let me get one of them too.
You know what's interesting? What's very interesting is Omar's dies by the hands of a kid. It was one of the most iconic deaths, and Lmar is most popular for killing the kid. So Omar dies from a kid, and Lmar turns the kid's water off. I just find that to be very interesting. But there you have it, man. Top Ops, Season 2, Episode 1, the rebrand of opponents. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm on my press tour. We in and out of here like a robbery. I'm on my press tour. Listen, subscribe. If you come across this, show your boy some love. Trying to get my weight up. Shout out to everybody who I rock with, the television commission. Go subscribe to everybody's page. We trying to sub up. We trying to definitely do some big things this year. We got subscriber-thon coming up. In the month of February, expect a lot of content from your favorite creators. Of course, me and everybody else associated with me. DeMarcus, he's feeling the episode. Jeremiah say fire. Yeah, we on the press tour right now, man. We on the press tour right now. Next February is going to be a crazy month. But think about it. We got so many shows coming out. Y'all going to be able to participate in this subscriber-thon without even trying. Let's see. We got Snowfall coming. BMF still to be on. And, of course, we got what else swinging back around? Bel Air swinging back around. And then I got other shows that I want to do, like, McGraw Ave. And it's a new show that Detroit Kings put me up on. Mayor of Kingstown. It's too fire. We got Godfather Harlem still on. It's a lot of content out here. So let's get to it, man. Shout out to everybody. Look, thanks for rocking with me. I know y'all about to watch these football games. When you catch me on the rewatch, sub up to your boy, man. Turn me up, man. Turn me up. Turn me up. Hit that sub button. Stop playing, man. I feel like I need to be heard. Turn me up. I know the numbers don't matter and I'm having fun, but hey, it's money on the flow. I need these ad dollars. I'm open for super chats. Holler at me. There's money on the flow. You know I got to press. Subscriber-thon is supposed to be 1 week, but hey, I might try to do the whole February. You already know what it is. We about to get up out of here. I'm gonna rock out to some Borrow Malone. You know it. You know what time it is, man. Lock into the real, man.
I'm the mailman, call me Borrow Malone. That last play was foul. I'm
Running the